When you're on Facebook, you see the blue blocks, the white blocks, the comment section. But behind Facebook, there's a code. And the code writer could change those blocks into different colors by writing the code differently. But when the code isn't working and when the code busts, someone has to go fix the code. So I'll go deeper into detail what I mean. My uncle used to work for Equifax. He was a code writer. His job was to rewrite the code whenever the code busted, whenever something went wrong. And what happened when the code went wrong? It caused problems for the company, AKA pain. Well, the same thing is happening energetically to you as an individual. There's a code running, an energetic code running inside of you. And there's a code running outside of you. But when you experience pain emotionally, it's because your code has busted. So that means you keep repeating all these patterns that are bringing you pain. So when you attract the same person with a different face every time you get into a next relationship, that means that your code is busted and you keep running the same code. And the pain is trying to tell you, you're doing it again. Here is a signal letting you know you're running the wrong kind of code. Here's some pain, right? So what do you do to rewrite your code? What you do is you be honest with yourself, first of all, because when you go into two relationships and you see the same pattern coming up as a different person, there's something that you're doing within the relationship that's causing a problem. So you have to be honest about what that is and how you can find it. What are all these people complaining about in all these relationships about you? There's something they're complaining about. There may be some truth in what they're saying about you. It may be exaggerated, but there's some truth there. So you have to be accountable and say, okay, I keep getting this same complaint. So that means there's something that I'm doing within my code that's making my code inefficient. And it's causing pain, because the pain is the signal to let you know the code that you're running is inefficient. So what do you do to resolve this? Whatever that thing that you're doing, do the opposite. When I work with people in the self-mastery sessions, I help them find these codes that they're running within their lives that are not efficient. Then I say, you see this thing you keep doing right here? This is why this attracts this type of pain, because the pain is trying to show you that what you're doing is not good for you. So I tell them, do the opposite of that. The next time this happens, react in an opposite manner. And when they do, something interesting happens. They stop attracting the same type of people because they rewrote the code. They did something different. So the only way you can be a conscious code writer is by accepting the fact that you are the reason for your pain, because you keep running a code that is not efficient, a code that is busted. So pain is trying to show you how to become a conscious code writer. And when you become a conscious code writer, your life becomes more efficient, right? So every time pain comes, it's showing you something's inefficient in your code, more pain, something's inefficient in your code. And when you start to narrow down all those points in your life where you have negative habits that's causing pain, and you start doing the opposite and breaking those habits, your life will shift tremendously.